Hey, Lisa Larson here. I have been homeschooling now for 11 years. I'm moving into my 12th season, and as I was getting ready for this upcoming year, the 12th year, I started to put together my two youngest boys. I have 5, their language arts program, and I thought, wow, this is really coming together. So I thought I would share it with you. But they're not at this point right here, but I couldn't bring myself to not start in this area right here because I have tutored many children, not just my own, and have found that if your child is struggling or not, if they don't understand their sounds, then they are not going to read and spell as well as you would want them to. So I did pull my 5th grader out of school, and when I pulled him out, I realized he did not have his sounds down. And I even actually approached the school and said, hey, he doesn't know his sounds. And they said, yeah, he does. And so he was falling through the cracks. And so I pulled him out because by the time he came home to me, he didn't want to do school anymore. But anyways, then I ended up pulling my 8th grader out and my 3rd grader. So my 8th grader actually is now headed to law school. And this next August, my 5th grader that I pulled out is now in college, and my 3rd grader has been accepted to college, but he is on a mission right now in New Mexico for our church. So he'll be there for a couple years. So we're gonna go ahead and start out with our sounds. Now, this might sound a little bit corny when you first start, but it's very important that you go slow when they're learning this. And I did keywords with the vowels because the vowels, they are so important. If they can't hear their vowel sounds, they're not going to be able to spell the words right. And vowels have to be in every single syllable, not just word, but every single syllable in a word. You have to have a vowel. And so if you're not understanding the sound of a vowel, then you're going to be struggling. But right now we're going to focus on the short sound of the vowels. And so we want to tap. Now obviously you're going to be sitting at a desk or something, but I like to use my fingers to tap them out and tap these out 5 times. That doesn't have anything to do with this, but we tap this out 5 times. A, apple. Otter. So now when we tap out the U, I have 8 times, and how important that is. The U is, you have to practice the U a lot. And because the U has different sounds as you put like a consonant or even a vowel, this U sound can change a little bit and vary. And so it's really important that if they have that short sound down really strongly, they'll be able to hear that U sound coming out even if it's changing a little bit. So we would say umpire, inspire, elbow. So now, when you are incorporating this, I would recommend maybe 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week, depending on your child's age. If they're a teenager, maybe they would only maybe need this for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But if they're younger, they would maybe need it more. You work on what your child needs. You do this and you move on to another topic. You don't just keep them here. They can learn as they're learning this. So you keep moving forward. So as you want to incorporate your alphabet with your digraphs. So make sure you're incorporating. These have their very own individual sounds. Digraph means 2 sounds put together, written down. So di means 2, graph means to write or record. So you're putting them together. See, 2, 2, 2, 2, and that one it's still digraph 2. But anyways, but the A's, They need to be at least 3 times through the alphabet. Filter the A's and the O's 3 times throughout the alphabet. The U's 8 times. Point to the U and say, what's that sound? And a lot of times they can tap it out. That's what I would have them do, tap it out. And then the I's and the E's 5 times, incorporate that out throughout the alphabet. Now, these ones cannot hear the difference. These are the ones that I have found through tutoring children, that even high school children that I have tutored, and they have messed these up. So the TH and the F's, the th and the f sounds. The D's, P's, and B's, they look so similar that sometimes they are picking them wrong. The I's and the E's, when I first started tutoring my 3rd grade, I pulled him out in 4th grade, but I started tutoring him in 3rd grade. He told me, he goes, Mom, I can't hear the difference. So we worked on those until he could actually hear the difference. He would just guess on which one he should put in there. And I actually, when I started tutoring him when he was in school, you could see the difference on his report card that I still have, how it raised from in his phonetical area from below average to where he was at grade level, because we worked on the whole sounding thing. And also the G's and the J's get mixed up because the G's say J, but there's a reason when a G says J. So anyways, this lesson kind of incorporates through the next 4 videos, and we will talk about that, and you can kind of incorporate them together. So anyways, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.